Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Bally Spring. Literally, with all the springs. Right, so yeah, Bally Springs. In the last episode, I had a proper nightmare. But I did obviously crack on with it and we got the maize salads done. I will show you everything that I've kind of got up to date with. There's a few updates, but first, just want to say if you're enjoying the videos, please give them a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you're new. And also, massive shout out to all the members that support me. Honestly, it still amazes me that I get so much support, and I feel incredibly lucky to be a part of such a brilliant community, the Farming Sim community. So thank you so much for all the support you guys give me. So, right, let's go and crack on. We got a few things we're going to do in this episode. The main focus, though, is going to be CCM. We are in the month of September, and, well, potatoes and that final cornfield already, but we're going to get some CCM done. You can see the money's about 9,800. I spent a lot to get two things in place, but we obviously need them. So this is going to be the bunker we use for CCM. It's only small, but we don't need too much. We're only going to harvest one field. It probably will get quite full, but you know, we're hoping, because it's going to be less, isn't it, really, when we've milled it, because we're going to have to bring the corn in. We'll probably put it in the silo, mill it, and then bring it here. And then it gets fermented, so it'll be corn cob mix, unfermented basically, and then it's fermented after it's been in the bunker. I'm actually looking forward to doing CCM, really am. Bit of a change. But let's get the pigs sorted out. Finally, it's time to get some pigs on the farm. I think, obviously, with us being on the verge of bringing in potatoes and CCM not going to be too far away, I thought we could get ourselves some pigs and get it sorted, because everything's been in place. We've even brought the shed down there since we put this in, and put some, obviously, the young stock cows. It's going to be mainly male beef stock kind of thing, but they just run free, don't they, really, in the middle. It's a nightmare, that is. I still don't know why that is. I really don't. But I did place in this as well, so I've put a manure heap down here so we can get some manure from the pigs. So we should have two sections now for that. But yeah, I bought some feed. And we're going to try here. So obviously, can I pick up 4 here? I'm hoping I can. It's only a little thing. Ooh, that doesn't look good, does it? No, let's not do that. Let's go back to 2. There we go. Oh my days. Is it really not going to pick up 2 bags of pig feed? Can it pick up even 1? Surely it can pick up 1. Just about. But yeah, we're going to put this over here. Get it all ready. I've actually should have just brought the load on for this. Yeah, look at it. It's struggling like mad. I honestly thought this thing would have done the job perfectly. It doesn't look like it, does it? Which is a shame. It's a shame. So, let's go back and get... I'll tell you what, first we'll get the pigs and then we'll go get the load up. We shouldn't need it for anything else. While I'm there, I can actually show you the bunker. But no, let's get our pigs sorted out. So I've been looking at this and I've been trying to figure out what kind of breed I want. There's obviously the Landrace, there's the Berkshire, and there's the Black Pied. Oh, I think it's Pied. It looks like that to me, so I'm just going to say Black Pied. Not really... in all honesty, I don't know much about pigs. I've not been around pig farming much. When I worked in the job, when I tested animal feed in the laboratory, mainly for obviously just mineral content, nutrient side of things, so it was mainly grass silage and all kind of silages and maize, but we also did a lot of food for like chickens and pigs. that was manufactured. So it wasn't actually pig feed that was being made by a farmer. It was manufactured for pig farmers, chicken farmers to purchase in. So I don't actually know too much about pigs themselves. So these breeds are all really quite new to me. I'd love to get some information. So if anyone who's watching the video knows more about pig farming, let me know in the comment section, like what kind of breeds most common in the UK, things like that, because I'm actually interested to learn more. So yeah, anyone got any information to share in the comment section, that'd be great. So I think I'm going to go with the black pied, because I actually like the look of these guys, and we're going to get some sows. So I think 20 should be plenty. And I know that rhymed, and I didn't mean it to. But yeah, 20 should be plenty, because we got 270 we can hold. These breed like mad. And I don't want to get to the point where I'm going to have to activate, you know, overcrowding or anything like that. Because, yeah, I just think, I mean, from experience from the farm and of having them just a few sows, it was crazy how many piglets happened straight after that. So I think we just get 20, and then we get some boars as well. So there shouldn't be too much money, which is the main thing, because I haven't really got loads of money. So that's that. And if we get a boar, just the one though, we only want one guy, and let him do his thing. And there we go. Pigs are happy. They just need bloody feeding now, don't they? Keep pressing the wrong button to jump. Happy. Plenty of space. Can I fit through there? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Sorry, pig. I'm going to have to come around that side. Ooh. So it's actually pretty cool in here, really. We can turn on, if I remember... let's bring up the F1 menu. There we go. Turn on shed lights. So we can turn the shed lights on and off. I think we've just turned them off. Yeah, we can turn them on. There you go. And then there's the... I don't even know what that is. So we'll activate it anyway, because I think it might be the shutters. Oh no, it's the feed. So did we have to turn that on first to... I wonder if I had to turn that on first and this was the pump, and then now it will accept it. Because if I don't have to bring that, I will try my very best, because it says it's a tip point here. I'll have to check on that one. Because I can't read that writing anyway. I don't... So this one opens and closes the shutters. This one that's really loud is to do with the feeding system, I imagine. We can close these now. They look quite happy, don't they? So if we have a quick look at our pigs now, they can have straw, so we'll have to find a place, the trigger for the straw. I'm not entirely sure what that is. They will give us slurry. So yeah, it's just about feeding them, getting them some feed as soon as. Animals are perfectly fine. I've been checking on the cows. Our main like milker herd, you can see that they're quite low on feed, but they just about made it through. So we'll have to do a TMR mix at some point, but I'll probably try and get that done after the video. But yeah, let's make sure we can feed these guys, because if not, then they're going to have a bloody problem, aren't they? I'm wondering if I can just feed them this one here. You never know. Because the trigger's there, but I don't know if it's... Yeah, the icon is there, but the trigger itself might be further on. So if we just activate that, I think that should work. It takes a bit of time. There you go. So there you go. So now it's working. So we can let this bag do its thing. Let's just check again. So where are you, pigs? So the feed is going up, but only in the 2 categories, because obviously we need the other pig food, which we will do mixes on. We'll have to try and... I have got it weighed up, but we'll have to give 2 types of pig food, really. There's the one that comes with Maize Plus, like their pig food mix. Is that just maybe an absolute moped? What is going on there? There we go. Yeah, and then there's the other type that's the base game pig food mix. But both will obviously make it so they're 100% full on feed. It doesn't actually look like it holds much, so 4,000 is going to go hopefully a long way. But we really need to put something into that feed concentrate. If I bring up this is probably the best way to show you that pigs here, feed concentrate can be any of them types there. And if you look at the Doyuka pig food, that's going to be that, and it should also be moisture food. And then if we go to protein, you can see that the pig food, the base game, and that fills up energy and protein. So feed, the concentrate, and the moisture is fed by the other one. So we're going to have to do that mix. And if I go to my mixture recipes, the Doyoka, I think I'm pronouncing that one, I might have to buy in. So I can't do that pig feed mix, but I can do this one. So I've got it in this, that we put CCM in, we put potatoes in, and we can also put potato cuts in. So really, or potatoes really, it doesn't matter, but if I just put potatoes in CCM, it'll do this pig feed mix, so we can do that. Looking then at also our, so basically, we can fill up these two categories from that mixture when we turn it into pig food, but then these categories, if I just put CCM in anyway, and potatoes, it will fill up them. So really all we're going to need to feed our pigs is CCM and potatoes. That's the plan. So I'll carry on doing this, and I'll cut when it's done. I might be able to drag these two very slowly over there from Lucky. Do some wheelies on the way. There we go. Go on, you can do it. You can do it. Right, so here is the bunker silo with all that maize silage in, that nearly 600,000 litres of it. Got it fermented in the end, sheeted it up, and it's nicely fermenting to 28%. This backside of it, like I said, I haven't got a clue how I could have done that any differently. I don't know if it's something to do with the bunker. If I do decide to stay on ballyspring for, you know, another in-game year, depends on how it goes really. I might try and play on another map. I haven't decided yet fully, but if I do, I'll remove this bunker out and put two of my own in. I think it's probably a better idea to do that. Speaking as I've had a few problems with it. But looking at the money as well, 2,700. I still need to lease out the CCM, basically mill, and also some Luprasil. So we might have to try and make a bit of money, you know. Running a bit short on it because of the investments I've put in. Also, I did sort out this, so we've now got our own diesel tank. It's got a bit of fuel in, so I can sort that out. And another thing I decided to do, because I felt a bit conned with the water costs, might be able to jump up. I'm hoping I can anyway. Let's jump up. Hopefully can. Yes, just about. So, because I felt a bit conned with the water costs, I'm trying to compensate it some way. So, about every month I'm paying around 10,000. It's crazy in just water costs, which is way more than any farmer ever pays. There's never a water bill that's 10,000 a month. It's just not going to happen. And it's the more animals I get, the bigger that bill comes up. So I've placed this in. It's not cost me any money, but it will give me around 10,000 a month. It's like 9,000. So I still pay a little bit for water, probably still more than you should do. By the time, you know, the pigs have had the piglets and so on, we're still going to be paying probably about 4,000 in water bills every month. But at least it's not, you know, it's taken 10,000 off it, and it just compensates that, which is obviously great news. So let's get on with getting this corn done. Probably going to take, just thinking the best route really is to go through the main farm. Yeah, it is. So let's swing this around and go down that way. I have kept the trail that we leased out for the silaging because I think it's a decent trail. I really like it in the black colour, and we're going to use it to haul the grain, well, the corn basically. I'm going to be doing the harvesting work. I'm going to get Autodrive to help me out with unloading and tipping it into the silo, and I think we should be all good then. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I doubt it's going to be that much that we need to worry about doing unloading. I mean, if it is, we could just set Autodrive to go and tip. But either way, the main thing is just to get it all set up. Let's unfold the harvester ready. And then when we're in position, we're going to crack on. You can see that this one's all done. And just down there, the potato field is all done too. Now I do, actually, just thinking about it, I think I removed the auto drive network. I think I've only got on. Yeah, I have. So we're going to have to do it manually ourselves, which isn't too much of an issue. Just might mean that we'll hope. Well, I hope that it lasts, and we only have to do the one trip because we can just put it in the corner of the field then. But the main aim of this is to get CCM, so we're not bothered really too much about, you know, how much actual corn we get, really, as long as we get enough to feed the pigs for a while. And I'm hoping the pigs don't, well, they don't feed anywhere near to what the cows do, so we shouldn't have to worry about this. But I think this field, you know, should be enough really for some pigs and the CCM. But we have done a good harvest, haven't we? You can see the yields coming up as proper good and green, which will improve our environmental score even more. So yeah, and it's a small header. It's going to be a fair task. It might be a good idea to let Courseplay handle the harvest. Thinking about it, and I can do the carting. We could even work on some of the CCM at the same time. It might be a good idea. I mean, I would like to do a bit of harvesting. Then, yeah, thinking about it, definitely going to be a lot more work into it with carting and the CCM. We're going to have to even pick up the mill as well, so we could probably get away with doing that if we set this guy up automatically to do the harvesting. Tell you what I'll do, set him from here to go back because of that bloody conflict on that button, and yeah, we'll set this up as Courseplay doing the rounds. So 4 headlands is probably about right for a 6 metre. I don't want it to obviously get close to the edge of the fields because that's when problems occur. Starting the headlands smooth, yeah, that should be fine. And gives him enough room then. So first waypoint, off you go. We'll do the carting, which looks like it's going to be quite often. I mean, we're already at like 70%, weren't we, from just that. Let's see if we can just quickly unload so he doesn't need to stop for a little bit, and then we can go and try and figure out a plan of how we're going to get in the cash to lease out. We need to first find out how much it is. It does take corn, doesn't it, this trailer? It says it does. So, yeah, that's weird. That is strange, but he didn't want to do that on the first headland, so we'll have to just wait for him. Right, so let's have a quick look then, just how much this is going to cost us to lease out. Because, yeah, we definitely need it. We'll be lost without it. I think it's about 30,000 when the last time I looked at it. Yeah, there. So that's 30,000. We need it at CCM. It's 1,700, which leaves us with like £900, about £900. We definitely need it. Now, how much is Luprazil? Because we can't not have Luprazil. Because it gives so much more when it comes to making CCM. So it's 1,200. Can you believe we're £300 shy? That is cruel. Cruel. Right, we're going to have to sell something. We're going to have to sell something. We could just do it the quick and easy way. Owned items. Anything we don't need. Well, we got 2 of these. But we are going to need them, aren't we, for the buckets? I need that as well for the milk. They're up at the shop, so they're not mine. Skid steer. I mean, we could get rid of a car. We don't use it much. Times have gone tough all of a sudden, haven't they? But I do like the golf cart hunter. Do you know what? I'm going to sell my motor. Got enough vehicles to get around, and that leaves me with the 17,000. So definitely enough now. So yeah, let's get ourselves this Luprazil. Can't believe how quick we just ran out of money. it will coming back in again, especially now we don't have to pay so much for water. Get some of that, and then we were going to need to drive down. I'm just trying to see if how this harvester dude's getting on. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Straighten up. It's difficult because obviously I've got both of these fields with crop in now. So I kind of don't want to do too much damage, or any at all, really. There we go. Right, so I've had a problem with the other trailer. It definitely doesn't take corn. Even though it says it takes corn, for some reason it's not going in, so I'm kind of worried now why this is, but I'm hoping this trailer, or a proper trailer, will work, because we have actually taken grain in with this before, so we can only hope. Don't carry on driving, please. There you go. So that's working. So what I'll do is I'll unhitch and we'll let this main tractor... Is that going to roll? That's going to roll. Don't roll. That was such a bad idea. Yeah, we'll let our bigger tractor take care of the carting, and we'll use that other one to quickly go down to the store and obviously pick up the mill and the loop Brazil, so it's ready for that first load coming in. Probably going to need another trailer though for the CCM, so unless we use the silo, that might be a good idea. But then we still need a trailer, so it might be a good idea to do it after all the harvest is done. So stay there, stay there. But at least he's getting through the field. We've got a good load already, so it's a good sign for the feed, obviously, that we need. But yeah, it's one of them. There we go. It's a good sign for the feed, but a lot of carting involved. So I'm glad I've set up Courseplay. But let's go and get this mill, and then we'll be all prepared. I'm looking forward to this as well, because not often get the chance to do CCM, just not got around to it before, especially in a bunker. So it's just nice doing something different. So I'm just taking the other route. I came through the side and the edge of the potato field to get up through the actual village, and then we'll go back the other way. Shouldn't be too bad hauling this anyway. Just hope we get back in time to unload the harvester. You guys going to cross? Hopefully not. No. That's alright then. But driving those just made me realise as well, and reminded me of the Hurry vehicle control system that's basically coming out around the start of December. I think it is actually the 1st of December. Now, I'm super excited for it, I will be honest. I don't use a steering wheel. I've tried. I did get the Logitech that everyone usually gets, the G9. I think there's 2 models of it because of the PlayStation kind of Xbox, depends which one you have. I don't personally like it. Yes, it's well made, don't get me wrong. It's sturdy, it's well made. So I've just had to quickly fix this. I basically, when I bought the pig food, I obviously did the store delivery, got charged for it kind of being delivered to the farm, but I forgot to reset it back to the store, so it just delivered right by the pig food area, which probably would have been better, but obviously I've come down here, I'm paying a fee, so I've kind of reimbursed myself to where I was. So still had to pay a fee, but I've made sure it was here. AI worker is full, so let's go sort that out quickly. But yeah, I was talking about the steering wheel, like the Logitech one. I didn't like it just because I found it was too... I found it was not... It didn't feel like a tractor, basically. It was too racy. Now, I think I've actually watched an FSG stream in the past. I'm sure it was FSG, and he actually said the exact same thing, and I was like, yes, exactly. That's what I thought. So I'm really looking forward to this. I know it's a lot of money. It's like £360. I'm not going to deny that. It's definitely a hell of a lot of money, especially nowadays. But my only hope for it is that it does turn out to be hopefully somewhat sturdy, not really plasticky feel on the steering wheel. I do like the side panel. The pedals look fine. So yeah, I'm hopeful. I am going to buy it myself. I'm going to make sure I can get my hands on one to showcase on the channel. So I will do an unboxing, talk about it, give you my honest opinion. Does it feel, you know, pretty cheap for the amount of money you're spending? How does it actually work and perform, dead zones and all that stuff? Because they're the questions people want to know. And I'm gonna go out and buy it with my own money. It's not something I'm being given by, you know, anybody or Giants or anything. I'm gonna invest in it myself, because I think, like, on the Farman series, it would be really good. I think it'd go down a treat if we could get a good steering wheel setup, and that with its, you know, it's got everything really to make it feel like it's a tractor. So I'm happy to give it a go and try it out, and I'm just hopeful. Really, I'm hopeful. So yeah, check out that video probably, you know, a day or two after I get my hands on it. So around the 1st of December, I'll let everyone know what I think of it. But yeah, I'm just hoping it can customize it, get it all set up properly, a bit like what I do with my Stream Deck, but obviously on there, and have it even more customizable really, and then get used to it, because I've been so used to a controller. I am still hopeful it gives me the option to jump between two, so I can still have my controller installed, or, you know, like plugged in, and it'll still recognize it, and then all these other devices. So if I wanted to, I can just play with the steering wheel, but then if I need my controller for like a montage or something, I can just jump back onto that. I'm hopeful, but I have noticed it has got 2 analog sticks and kind of like a D-pad situation on 2 of them as well, so either side of the steering wheel, which will definitely help out. But yeah, let me know what you think. I have seen a few. I did ask the question on a community post that I put on my channel, and I did get a lot of feedback, and it does seem like the majority of people are also concerned that it's too much money for the kind of material that it is. So yeah, how sturdy it looks. And I absolutely get that. I really do. I'm just hopeful. I'm hopeful that it's, you know, it's better than it looks, kind of thing. And if it's not, I've also had an idea to kind of get maybe a grip and put it on myself, because the whole setup just looks too good to kind of miss, and I want to obviously review it on the channel. That I could, if I find the plasticky steering wheel doesn't feel good, get some kind of rubber grip and put it around the steering wheel myself. I have had that idea, and see how it feels. And I think then it'd be all right, really, as long as the steering wheel lasts, and, you know, it's not that poor a quality that it, you know, doesn't last out long enough. But yeah, at least I'm not doing any racing that should take, you know, the strain. It is tractor driving at the end of the day, so it's not like I'm going to be going full on with the steering wheel. But we'll see. Right, so let's get hooked up to this bad boy. It's massive, isn't it? It's a lot bigger when you see it than it looks in the actual store, in the store page when you're about to buy it. But yeah, this should do the job. And we also want to get this Lucasfilm IBC on. Now, there is a place just for it. We're going to have to bring that pipe out, aren't we? Because I think it fits just in there. Remember rightly. Might be able to. Yeah, we'll go front side, front facing with the logo. Let's get aligned to this properly, and now I think, like I said, it's in the middle where that pipe is on this side. So if we just sit here. Just bring that out a second. And you can see, yes, so it holds it there. So we could have gone, I think it is only one side, yeah, because you can't move that side. So it definitely can only be filled from this side, or loaded onto. It's a tight squeeze as well, tight squeeze. There we go, that's like a glove. Nice. Ooh. Just give it a little bit of a nudge. There we go. Job done. So we can strap that up, and then we can head back. Job done. But look at the size of it. It's massive, isn't it? It's a beast of a machine. And what we can do, now that it's there, we can actually fill the Lucasfilm up. So I'll make sure to do that. I'm thinking where the best place to put this is. I mean, we could. I don't think it's probably a good idea to directly tip it in the CCM into... That was weird. Did want to tip up there. No, it's not a good idea, in my opinion, to tip the CCM raw directly into the bunker. I think I'll put it into a trailer and then go in with the trailer reverse in. And that's the best way. But we just need to get corn here so I can use the silo to tip the corn into this. And then when we're finished with the trailer, we can obviously just go from the silo to the bunker. It's not too far away, especially if we go round the back side of where the silo is. Oh, I've gone past the turning. I was completely distracted then. Thinking about CCM. There we go, I've got it right this time. Have to get this one though. Hefty piece of kit. There we go. Right, let's get this harvest done, and then we can focus on the CCM. Right, so you can just see that I've actually made a bit of money there because I've returned the harvester and I've returned the header, and the deposit that you kind of pay, there's a mod on ModHub that kind of returns that. So when you're leasing, that deposit you first pay down, when you return the vehicle, you get that money back. But any damage, I think it's any damage done to the vehicle, that might come out of it. So I do like that mod, and I've just activated it for this save game. So that was the first time I actually saw that in play, which was great to see. So we've actually gone up to 16,485, which is good. Get some of that cash back. Keep putting out on leasing vehicles. But this is the last load, so 8,000. I've already done two loads, so yeah, we'll have plenty to go out for the pigs. Hopefully it'll last them out with us bulking it up with potatoes and all that. Should go a long way, really. They don't take as much feed, so happy days. Alright, let's straighten this out and we'll reverse it back in. There we go, happy days. So I've set that up as well. You can see that the mill and the tractor's all ready to go. It has actually got a load in as well, so am I not in the trigger for that? Let's try it again. There we go. Yeah, you can see that it's got a load in already. So all we need to do, we can probably set that up now, is open the pipe on this. And then it should automatically start working as we go under the pipe. If everything is working as planned. Probably better to go third person. There you go. So you can see that in here now we've got corn grain grist, which is basically CCM raw. And the Luprazil is... Let's have a look at the Luprazil. So the Luprazil is going down. It fills up 100 litres at a time. And you can see the corn is going down as well, so that's great. We might actually be able to... Can we fill up again? How's this going? Can't use this at all. Like if you try and move forward, it's using that much of the engine. The engine's full revs. In neutral. That's how much power this takes, but it's getting through it. Getting through it. It does take a while though, doesn't it? Think about how much grain we've got and how much CCM we need to go through. It's definitely going to take some time to do this. It might be one of them ones where you just leave it, let it process through. While we're here, we may as well clean the tractor off, eh? Got to kill the time some way. So I am just going to have to leave this. It's going to take some time, and I don't want you guys on the video having to, you know, watch this just process through like this. It's going to be crazy. But I did want to just point out is this, when I started the series, I had a mod on that was like a trip meter. So you know, in the tractors or vehicles, basically cars do it. They show you how many miles you've done. Now, this one's actually done 168 miles, and I've used it for 27.7 hours. Total is 268 miles. It's just above the speed in the bottom right. I can just actually bring my mouse up so you can see it's just there. But each time you use it, it's like each time you just jump in the game. You can actually reset it in the game, but I never do. So that's 2.81 in this, obviously, playthrough, like this session, you could say. But 168. So I was wondering, like, what my other tracks were. So that's 17. That's 76. That's only 1. That's 7. That's 96, which would make sense because, like, obviously I haven't had it as long. So really, this is my most used tractor. A little, well, it's not little, it's still quite got a lot of power. Yeah, this Valtra. It might need a bit of a repair soon. Yes, it definitely does. It's getting low, which is probably why we're getting a bit of black smoke coming out while she's working really hard to get it through. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll jump back in when I've got a full trailer load. When I've got a full trailer load, we can then go dump it, and then it might be a case where I just skip until it's all dumped in, or else I can't even do a time lapse on this because most of the time lapse will be just me sitting here like this, waiting for the grain to come through. But we are getting through it. We're doing well. I think we've got about, if we have a look here, we've got 29,000 litres left to get through, so pretty good. It shouldn't take too long to do that, but long enough that I need to obviously cut it. But at least we'll have CCM fermenting by the time we're done. Right, so here we go. We've got the first trailer load, so 18,000 litres of corn grain grist. Ooh. This is always going to be a tight bend wanted to get through. We should probably have gone the other way, but we can still do this. We just need to make a wider berth coming from this side. There we go. The tight corners on this map, I'll tell you that. And these bumps here, I wish I could like smooth them out, but it just won't allow me. They're being so close to that boundary. Just doesn't like it at all. Right, so here we go. Tip it into the back and then we'll just keep refilling. Should work straightforward enough. I mean, we have tipped out the side with the back, which is obviously not pretty or ideal at all. Let's just see how far we can fill it up. Really, we don't need to make it perfect, do we? We just, as long as it goes to the back side, you can see that it's getting full already. I think that's not too bad. Not too bad. Tidy up the back, but for the first load, it's pretty straightforward. I feel like it's better than when we put grass in, obviously, with that one. At least it's not broken, that bunker. I mean, we did tip some over the side, but yeah, it's better. Definitely better. Right, so we carry on. That's full up again. Be sure to get another 15,000 litres, I think it holds, out of the silo, so you can see. Ooh, I was very close to that, aren't I? Very close. Let's move that again. A lot of work for CCM, really, when you think about it, but again, it's just another way that Maze Plus changes the game. It makes it more, I think it's just more hands-on. You get more interactive with the feeding side of things. But yeah, we'll get this done. I mean, it's going to take some time just because, you know, I've got to do probably there's definitely another full load in there, and that left about 3,000 litres. So I'm going to guess 2.5 more trailers, probably around that. But what I'll do now is I'll do a jump cut. So when I'm on that last trailer, we'll cut back in, and then we'll see what steps we need to take next with the bunker. Right, so here we go. 12,456. That's nearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, isn't it? So this is the last little bit that we've got to go through, thankfully. It did take some time, I'll be honest. I actually had a YouTube video on the other side whilst it was going, just to kill the time. I was thinking about it, I probably could have done something with the fields, but then I thought, I mean, that one down there is fine. I'm not going to work on the ones that we've just obviously been harvesting just yet, because I'm not 100% what we're going to be doing. But we're doing alright. I mean, I've been pushing up to the back because that's just my habit, but kind of probably should have pushed it more to this end. But you know what, the main thing is in there. It might not be pretty, but it's still in there, and yeah, that's all we can hope for, really, isn't it? So let's have a quick look at this then. How much do we end up with? 66,000. That's pretty decent. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So it's 6% compacted. Next step is to obviously carry on doing that. I did bring the load all out just because obviously he had some at the back that tipped, so we can leave that down now. But yeah, let's get this compacted. It shouldn't take long with it only being 66,000, and we can probably just use this tractor for this. Don't go rolling down the hill again. Oh, it will. It will. It will definitely. It's going to start raining soon as well in the game, so this nice weather we got in September is going to stop. Getting close. 94%. I mean, I've been counting them in my head because I usually go to here, go back, and then that's 2. So like each time. So 1. So this will be 98. Back again. 99. And finally, are you ready? 100. Woo! We got there. Finally. Whew. That was repetitive. And as you can tell, I got it stuck a few times. Should we go with the black one? Yeah, why not? Looks pretty cool. So there we go. We have CCM all fermenting, bunkering, pigs on the farm. Next job is get them potatoes harvested. We're going to have to lease out quite a lot of equipment for that. But we've got a bit of money again. And, ooh, let's just check the feed on the cows. So they've got 8,000. So it's gone up. Ah, I know what's happened there. The grazing mod has kicked in, thankfully. Saved our bacon. And, yeah, it's given them a bit of food. So you've obviously chopped from the grass. Grazing away. Happy as they are. Their health won't go up yet, just because we need to get some... Basically, if I put some in the feed concentrate, their health will go up. I did give some silage to the calves with the hay, and that's still not gone up, so they're, 0%, but it's fine. At the end of the day, they've got food. It shouldn't be like that, in my opinion. At the end of the day, I think each one of these could be like 25%. If you want to get them to top health, you give them all 4, but, they're not at 0 health. They're not going to die because I give them silage and hay. It just doesn't work like that. Cows live if you give them silage all year round. Yes, you give them some supplements along the way, especially the milkers, but they can quite happily graze in a field on their own, so just eat grass. So there's no reason why that's at 0%. I don't think I definitely don't understand why Giants did that in FS22. Why, you have to give them all types of food. If not, it's 0%. Just doesn't make sense to me. So hopefully they'll change that for the next game, and yeah, 25% each one. Be fine because they'd be at 50% health, probably about right. Like they've got 100% health. It's just productivity, really. How productive are they? How well are they getting on because of the food you're giving them? I think that should be a different reflection. You should have health as full, unless they're not eating at all, and then just have something like productivity as another one, which you've got up here. So productivity should be at 50%, health should be at 100. That's how I see it. Because obviously I'm giving them 2 categories of feed. So after that little rant over the feeding and the health, we can now end the video. I think it's been a good one, definitely. We've got through it quite a lot. We've got one big job left, which is potatoes. I'm going to store them in that shed to the left of the hay. And then down here we'll have pretty much all the feed really close for the pigs, but we'll also have some overflow there of hay. And we're going to have all the feed for the cows. We'll be set up to go through them winter months when we're going to bring the cows back in. And yeah, we'll have my silage, probably all fermented by then, CCM, potatoes as well. It's going to be pretty good, isn't it? We've done really well. Definitely progressing well on this map now. But on that note, I am going to leave the video there. So thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it every time. Your support means the world to me. Give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. And I will see you in the next one.